Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. We have a lot of room over here. It's driving me nuts. I guess I can scoot over a little bit. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Rise and Radke. I'm your host, Melissa Radke. What are you doing?
I feel like you're down.
I don't feel like I'm... Well, I'm trying to keep my robe closed is the reason I'm down. Trust me, you want me to be down. Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning from ARP. Mary Lynn Britton. I think, is that what Mary Lynn or Mindy Lynn? I don't know. Maybe it's Mindy Lynn. Because she's in my,
Give me un momento.
from ARP, Texas. Yeah, okay, that's
Mindy.
Mindy Britton. Okay, yeah. She's one of mine. She's one
We've
of mine.
got ARP and Louisville and Lufkin.
Lufkin who? April Holcomb?
No.
What?
Courtney Walters.
Courtney Walters? Holy cow, stop the presses. Somebody else from Lufkin watches me. That makes two. That makes two people.
Georgia, Katy,
Hey, Courtney.
Texas. Maine. It's windy and rainy today. Wisconsin.
Good morning, everyone.
My cousin Jackie. Hey, Jackie.
Hi.
Morning, your hair looks amazing. Thank you. I spent a little bit of time
Y'all,
on it.
listen to this. Listen to this. So, I was just over at the house using my Revlon curl. It's the heated curl brush. It's like that long, and I got it for Christmas. And it's got the brush on it, but the heat comes out, so you blow dry it and you're styling your hair at the same time. I asked for it for my birthday, and I didn't get it. I asked for it for Christmas. I got it. I love it. And I was going to do a tutorial with it. Even though I said 2 days ago I would never do it again. I was going to do a tutorial with it. And all of a sudden, it just quit on me. And not just quit. I could barely hold the handle. It was so hot. And smoke started coming out of it. David!
Maybe you were working it.
I probably was. I'm going to tell you guys what. I don't say this often because, as y'all know, I'm a picture of health. Just a picture of perfect health. But I am not feeling good today, guys. I'm not feeling good. Nope, knock on wood, in the... Not. Okay? Not today, Satan. But I will say that I am on this side of my face just completely pouring with tears and sneezes. What are you doing? I've cleaned up after your flu mess for 2 weeks. Are you kidding me? You can't take some sniffles?
I don't want it back. I'm telling you, my flu started with drainage. Remy's flu started with drainage.
Remy's flu did not start with drainage. She told me it started with a sore throat. So you know what?
Where do you think the sore throat came from?
Could you support me a little bit in this?
I could. Can I support
I've
you
had
over
to
here?
turn the TV volume up to 80 every time you go to the bathroom for the last 2 weeks, so the kids and I won't be traumatized. But you can't stand that I'm sneezing this morning.
Can I just support you over here, though?
Oh, no, I'm going to do to you exactly what you did to me. I don't feel good.
Hey, wait a second. I had breaking news.
Oh, speaking of breaking, let's pull this robe back together.
I don't know where to go.
What? Breaking news.
Amy.
Amy's from Lufkin, y'all. My town of 40,000 is coming together today. We've got 3 people on.
Ooh, I don't want to mispronounce that.
Then don't even try it. They're from Pakistan. We can't say your name.
Well,
Now
we're
that that's...
glad.
Huh?
But we're glad you're tuning in.
Was that a racial thing when you go, I can't say your name?
No, it's Khan.
Right. And we would say on. But
On.
I bet he, or maybe she, I don't know, I can't see that picture, it's so small. Would go, no, then they would say something glorious and beautiful. You know what I'm saying? So why should we muck it up?
In addition to our international audience in Pakistan and other countries, Pennsylvania, California, Utah.
You know, that's something that's never been said of me. Hey,
What's
Melissa,
that?
I hear you've got an international audience. That's a sentence that's never been said
You know,
before.
that is not true. Buffalo, New York, I've got a story. Ohio, I don't want to miss anybody.
David is looking pretty.
Uh-huh.
What?
Uh-huh.
You know what, Pakistan? David looks terrible, and you know it. Quit complimenting him.
Colorado, South Carolina, Iowa. No, you said that you weren't international, but this is
I'm not
maybe,
internationally known, but I'm known to rock the microphone.
Because I get funky and I get fresh. You MC suckers. So this might be a little known fact that Melissa had a featured article in the North Korean Times.
David, why do you love to tell that story?
Because, what's his name, Kim Jong-soo?
It's Kim Jong-un, and he'll kill you just
Rocket
for breathing.
Man!
He'll kill you for breathing his name, is what he'll do. He'll kill you.
Well,
They'll cyber hack us. Tomorrow, this will go international, and I'll have been in my robe. The one day I wear a robe.
No, when, was it...
Turn that fan on, David. I'm burning up.
Was it Red Ribbon Week, or was it...
It was my Red Ribbon.
Signs?
It was Red Ribbon Week, David. The North Korean Times talked about Red Ribbon Week in their paper. Remy says that's because I'm a dictator. Remy said, of course they are, Mother. They love you. You're a dictator, and everybody knows it. But speaking of Remy, we got her back to school today, so I thought today would be a day when I could go now through the house and clean it up and open the windows and get all the stick out of it. And now this is me with 2 squirts of not Afrin, but some kind of like sinus spray up my nose. And this is me 45 minutes after taking 2 Tylenol Sinus Max, and I'm still draining. So I don't know what today's going to look like.
What's the other...
But probably not good.
What's the other stuff? The Sudafed? Is that right yet?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know, David. But last night, Remy wanted to go to the youth group at church last night because they were having this big, huge battle of the sexes, guys versus girls competition games. Remy was made for games. There must have been games going on. There must have been like a volleyball tournament in heaven when Remy was created, because she's all about competition and she's all about taking somebody down. I'm
gonna
gonna
say anything to her.
No, I will in a second. Anyway, so here's the deal. So I decided, since Remy could not I was not going to let her go to youth and play games and run across the yard for 2 hours. I said, Remy, I'll take you to a movie. You've been going stir crazy. I'll get you out of the house. We'll go to a movie. We couldn't look. It's Lufkin, okay? Our options are not exactly limitless, okay? There's only, can I get a shout out from all my Lufkin friends, like both of you? There's not a ton of options, so you got to go to the one that is going to work best. And I chose a movie that halfway through it, Remy was like this. She was like this. Oh, this is scary, Mom. And I'm thinking, we got to pray for Katie Holmes. This is the worst decision an actress has ever made. Katie's dealing with something. Katie's coming out of something that she would have chosen this. Do y'all remember the movie that came out a year or 2 ago called The Doll? And it's about a girl that goes to be a nanny, and she finds out that she's nannying a doll. I took Remy to see part 2, which, by the way, the entire movie Remy's like this. I don't even know what happened in the first one, so I'm completely lost. Now, I need you to know, those are not the kind of movies where you've really got to watch them in order, okay? Y'all, it was horrible. It was terrible. Yes, did I take my daughter to see a movie about a doll? Yes, I did. Did I know it was going to get that scary at times for her? No, I did not.
You just recommended them that they watch a movie about it all.
Servant, that's a good show. But this was just, so that's what Remy and I saw. She was pleased as punch. Do you know I got 2 movie tickets, and they were at the twilight time. Well, maybe not. They were at like 5:15. Is that considered twilight time, where your movie should cost less? 2 movie tickets, 2 small popcorns, 2 small drinks, and a Twizzlers. $53. If you didn't think I wanted to be Karen right then and say, excuse me, can you ring that up again, or I'm going to need to talk to a manager? I wanted to so bad, but I didn't, because I would have embarrassed Remy. Does that sound right?
No, it also sounds like you didn't use your app where you get 20%.
I don't have the app. You have the app.
At Cinemark, you have the app. So you just
You know what? You come up with a topic to talk about, David. You do it. 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 You do it.
$10 for no reason, just because you didn't hand them your app so you could get 20%.
David, I can't do everything. I've got to carry all the popcorn and the Twizzlers and get my card out of that purse when I never know where it's at. And do an app. I can't do all that. She already had to call me back and say, ma'am, I think you left your phone over here.
Hey, it was way up there, but I think it was Danielle asking if anybody has received their autographed copy of Eat Cake Be Brave from if they sponsored a compassion child. As mentioned before, because of the paperback coming out last week, the publisher, had a big rush on orders.
Do you know how many boxes of books I have sitting in my foyer right now?
So anyway, actually, we just got those in yesterday. Melissa will be signing those, and we will be getting them out.
I not only have, I think, 5 boxes of books, I have 500 book plates. Those are the little stickers. I have to sign 500 books and 500 book plates. And every single time I sit down in front of the TV, just for a millisecond, David goes, "You want to sign a couple of things?" So y'all, you got to be patient with me, okay?
So yes, if you sponsored a child while we were in Honduras, did the compassion, make sure that you have emailed Melissa at melissaradke.com with your address and your information about your child. And then she mentioned the book plates too. If you bought a copy last week and went to ekbbrave.com, scrolled to the bottom and clicked on the link to fill out all the information, those book plates will be probably going out next week.
Shauna Heiss is saying, "Oh, I need to get you my address," because yes, we need that information. If you did that, we need that information. Okay. Denise said, "I know y'all probably hadn't had time, but just was wondering because you hadn't heard anything. Don't worry, we got you. We got you. We're just a little slow. We're just a little slow. We have you. Okay, y'all. Did y'all hear this in the news? Did y'all hear that Mark Wahlberg, David, are you going to be okay? Are you going to get flushed with romance and emotion? That is David's man crush. David, don't say that you wouldn't throw me out in the street for a chance to just have lunch with Mark Wahlberg. You would kick me over until God had died.
Why would I have to do that? Why couldn't you go to lunch with us?
David, you wouldn't want me to. You wouldn't. Anyway, David loves Mark Wahlberg, and I read this in the news. Mark Wahlberg went to his daughter's, he's a big family man, and he went to his daughter's daddy-daughter dance and told his daughter, "Hey, I'm going to make it happen. I'm going to get the crowd in a circle. I'm going to come alive." I mean, this is Marky Mark, right? Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. Remember that? So, yeah, what is it? Yo, feel it, feel it.
Feel the vibrations.
I mean, this is who we're talking about. So he said, "I'm going to
such a good vibration."
Stop. I'm going to get on a circle. We're all going to dance. And she's like, "Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you. Do not do that." So he said, fine. A couple of dads and I were sitting over to the side. He was telling us, I think, like Jimmy Fallon or something. A couple of us dads were like sitting over to the side, and I got a couple of slow dances in with her, which was really nice. And all of a sudden, the DJ starts this pumping music, and it's got expletives in it. And Marky Mark is the dad. Mark Wahlberg. He is our new Karen. He got up and went over to the DJ and said, "Come here." Can you imagine if Mark Wahlberg says, "Come here"? So the DJ leans down and he goes, "What are you doing, man? It's F-bomb this and F-bomb that. What are you doing with these girls, man?" And he goes, "I'm sorry, I thought I played the one that didn't have expletives in it." And he said, "You can't hear that? You can't hear that playing right now?" And Marky Mark called out the DJ. "Are you trying to make me melt? Are you trying to make my clothes melt off? You've done that before. It's never worked. For the love,
I thought that
David,
was too
please.
much.
It's so hot in here." So that's my news about Marky Mark. Okay.
Marky Mark and a Funky Bunch.
Look, let's just go ahead and talk about it. I haven't wanted to talk about it because I felt like it was too serious of a topic, but I do want to bring it up. The coronavirus is coming and we're all going to die. I have questions and I need answers, and I figure my community here is the best place to get answers.
And well, I just thought, I mean, this really might end up being a lifeline for people, these Rising Radkes. Because when we're all in the bunker, we're still going to be pushing out this nonsense and news that has already been broken. But we can do it together, and we can do it in the bunker.
How would we ever get signal in the bunker? David, you never think anything through. Ask our friend in Pakistan. God knows they probably got to figure that out. Okay.
I don't think they've been hit by the virus yet.
Listen to me. I have this question. Here's my question. They say the CDC. Who are they, by the way? There's a good chance I work for the CDC and don't even know it. They say it's coming to America. And when it gets here, we're going to need to take our classrooms and we're going to need to split them in half and make them smaller. possibly even close school. We're going to need to let people off of work, and we're not going to need to have lunches or meetings with people, which I'm totally fine with. But that's how serious that it's going to be. Now, here's my question for you guys, and I want an answer. From what I have heard, the flu in the United States this year alone, like March from 19 to March of 20, has been more severe and killed more people than the coronavirus has killed total. Just the flu in America. Is that true? Why are they making us so scared about this? And do not tell me it's anything political. I don't know how that would have anything to do with politics. And also, I hate politics, and I will defriend you. Okay? I don't even talk about politics to him. And God knows he wants to talk about it all the time. But I don't. I hate it. So, why are they making us scared?
I believe what you're saying is right, that the mortality rate is like less than 2%, which actually I did not know. I believe you're right. It's either right there with flu, or flu might actually be a little bit higher. I think the thing that's freaking people out is that it's spreading so fast.
But look, I'm used to diseases spreading fast, okay? I once ate a bad egg at Cracker Barrel, and I got the E. coli for a couple of days. Right? Is that what I had? Mm-hmm. So, look, I'm the flu, I get it. It's been in my house. But are they yelling fire in a crowded theater? Is that necessary? Is simply all I'm asking. And I want to hear what people are saying. You work for the CDC when you fall for a fear tactic. That doesn't at all sound like something my granny would say.
I didn't read this article. I saw a little article I should have clicked on. Do the masks really work? Mm-hmm. And I don't know if we're sharing hazard information, but she's saying don't wear a mask. It doesn't help. Wash your hands and wipe down seats.
Well, I heard that.
I think you should always wipe down the seat.
The masks. It's time you start. I heard that the mask is not good for men with beards, or women. I'm sure
because it won't seal anywhere, or whatever.
Yeah, so you'd have to take that off.
We have people saying they've heard the same, that the flu is worse.
Her son came home from work last night just crying about it. See, people are like, they are terrifying people, and I don't want to be the person that downplays that at all. At all. I don't mean any disrespect. If it's serious, for sure. But if it isn't, then I don't want to be scared, and I don't want my children to be scared. I mean, like, so I guess what I'm saying is, if the flu is more serious and we are living with that and dealing with that and know how to take precautions, can we not? It's something that just feels weird to me.
I will say this, and I don't know this. I know it has to do a little bit more with the lungs, I believe. Mm-hmm. It could be something that once you get it, you could have residuals, where the flu, you get it, you feel like crap for a week or two, and then it's gone. Mm-hmm. It may be something that could present other problems. There are people saying there's some media hype and some exaggerations, those kind of things, and that's a potential. I mean, that old saying, if it bleeds, it leads. I mean, some of it's there, but like I saw yesterday that it started in China, right? Yeah, where like baseball games in China, they are not allowing fans to go to games. Like they're letting them play the games, but no fans are allowed. So if it was it's a little bit worse than that. I mean, when we have the flu, we don't not let people go to sporting events. I mean, so there is something there. I just don't know if it's...
I can't remember who said it on here, but she referenced H1N1, and I could not think. This morning I was trying to think, what was that disease a couple of years back that was spreading and people were freaking out? And it was H1N1. And I remember it was all over the news. I'm just not a fan of yelling fire in a crowded theater. I'm not a fan of people putting these videos online that are showing people falling over dead from the virus, or their bodies shaking in the hospital bed because they have this virus. First of all, we can't even prove that it was corona. Second of all, that is very inappropriate. And so it just creates this panic that I hate that kind of stuff. So like somebody said, look, take precautions for your family like you would the flu. Wash your hands. Be careful. Don't travel out of the country right now. I don't know. I guess just the older I get, and like her son coming home upset about it. It's like, come on, is this completely necessary? Maybe it is. If so, no disrespect. But, and then somebody said maybe it's just a political thing so that we will look one way while something else is happening over here. Like what? Aliens? Because I've been Bigfoot. Y'all look over here at the corona while the Sasquatch is over here. That I can get behind. They've totally locked down our military and their families in South Korea. Schools are closed. Work is essential duty only. Oh my goodness, bless our hearts. I'm not into fear mongering. I'm watching the news. It said someone in California got the corona. Yeah, that was on the news this morning. Someone in California has now gotten it and they've not been anywhere. They've not been anywhere out of the country.
Well, I think there's...
I'm going to tell you what, if it starts coming to people who don't go anywhere or do anything, my Aunt Melba, she's in for a world of hurt.
If they find out that sucker is somehow transmitted through the television...
Oh my God, what are my Aunt Melba and my granny going to do? We're going to lose them.
It's going to be bad.
All right, well, we're not going to keep you guys, but can I just ask this? Let's end on a good note. Did y'all hear the story of the kid who wrote the teacher a note about the 5 bonus points? Send us a heart right now if you saw the story about the kid who said, if I get my bonus question right and get the 5 extra points, would you give it to someone else? Did you hear this? God, you never get online. You never get online. I expect for you to pull up in a stagecoach someday.
Why?
I didn't mean to, David.
But yet you did.
But I didn't mean to, and now you pointed it out in front of everybody. I'm sorry, David. Sometimes that happens. That was absolutely precious. Remy and Radke came in my room last night, and I read them that story. So this guy takes I don't know if they said it was a guy or a girl. It doesn't matter. This student takes a test, and it's already a straight A student, and it says, if I get my bonus question right, would you give my 5 points to someone else? The teacher, here's the thing, the teacher does it. That's what's so amazing to me. I want to pat the teacher on the back as much as I want to pat the student. Finally, teachers showing a little bit of mercy. I didn't have one of those growing up. But anyway.
Did you graduate?
I did, David.
So you had some teachers showing some mercy. I can think of a physics of sound instructor that definitely showed you mercy.
You said instructor instead of instructor, so you're an idiot. Anyway, I called the kids into the room last night, and I said, Remy, if this ever happens, Remy, if you ever know that you're going to get those bonus questions right, I want you to give those 5 points to somebody else. And she went like this. She went, okay, I think that's sweet. I said, okay. Well, good night, y'all. And Radke goes, what the heck? Oh. And I said, somebody will give you those 5 points. It'll be fine. I just thought that was so sweet. I thought it was so sweet that the teacher actually did it. So some little girl got 5 extra points on her test. Isn't that precious?
That is sweet.
So good job, parents, and good job, teacher.
Just in defense of Rocco, he is right on the line of making straight A's this 9 weeks. So
he is right on the line. Hey, speaking of everything we've talked about this morning, here's my quote. Never let your fear decide your future. You know, sometimes it's kind of hard to come up with quotes that aren't, you haven't seen before, aren't a little bit cheesy, but I like that one. Never let your fear decide your future. Don't let that stand in the way of what it is you want to do or try or be or say or attempt. If we say we're not into fear mongering, let's just don't mean it with this kind of thing, the news and all that kind of stuff that we're seeing. Let's really mean that in our lives. We love you guys. We think y'all can do anything. We think this is a great community. We're actually going to come at you tomorrow with some kind of housekeeping items and some things that we want to talk about that are important to us. So we hope you'll be here tomorrow. But in the meantime, go out, do it. Never let your fear decide your future. We love you guys. Bye.
See ya.